Alright guys, within Supercross 3, you can pretty much go ahead and create your dream setup. There are a ton of customization options for your bike and your rider, and the possibilities are endless. You can pretty much put together any combination that you would want. I'm pretty simple when it comes to my presets. I actually only have a few set up as is. A lot of them are pretty wonky, or like this one, it's still set up from my Ken Roxon video. This one was my Adam Cianciarulo video, and then the other ones are pretty much just random. That one was RC. This one I believe was maybe Travis Pastrana. That one might have been TP199, and then this one here was Ronnie Mac. That's the setup I used for the Ronnie Mac video. I'm a simple man. I like clean setups like this one here. You guys have seen this one a ton. I ran this setup for the charity race that I did, and I actually use it in a ton of my videos. Here today we are going to be hopping in and checking out a few of my favorite presets that I have set up here within Supercross 3. We're gonna hop in, do some laps, and I feel like it might actually be a good opportunity to show off the photo mode within the game. So that's it, that's the plan. Let's get into the video. So this here is setup number 1. Like I said before, you guys have seen this setup a ton here on the channel. And before we get too far into this video, guys, let me know in the comments below, what setup do you guys run as your favorite setup? Do you have certain presets that you always run, or are you always changing up your gear sets? Let me know in the comments below, and let's get on with the video. So like I said, this is setup number 1. And this here would be setup number 2. I don't know why I like this setup so much. It's clean, it's simple, and like I said earlier, that's what I like in a setup. So you'll see me running those two a ton here on the channel. Then if we go back to the 250s, this setup here is my go-to murdered out kit. We got the blacked out YZ as well as a blacked out kit, and I love this bike setup because pretty much any gear goes with the bike, so you can get crazy with it. I could throw on this shift gear and the setup is still looking fresh. Go down there and smash that thumbs up button if you guys love a blacked out kit. So those are the 3 setups I'm going to be showing off here today. Let's go ahead and start off with this one. I will see you guys on the track. So here we go on the good old 250, man. I absolutely love hopping on to a 250 in this game and just shredding. It's a totally different riding style that you have to have when compared to a 450. The 450s truly have that power, that raw speed. You can just get on the gas and pretty much rely on the 450 power to make your way through those sections. The 250, okay. The 250 is all about momentum, carrying your speed, and trying to just keep that flow. You can't really rely on the power by any means, and you do have to try and hit some different lines when compared to the 450, some easier lines in order to keep that flow alive. But 250s are a ton of fun, and I love hopping in and doing some laps on the 250. So yes, I just cut there. Editing magic, man. Editing magic. Within Supercross 3, there is the free camera. You can come in here and get all sorts of clips, screenshots. Actually, I guess not clips. You can get clips with the replay mode, which is super handy. But the free camera allows you to come in, get screenshots. You can get up close and personal with your rider, check out your setup, and just see how fresh you are looking. You can rotate the camera, you can move it up and down, you can get that perfect angle, get that perfect shot, just like that. Is that good? Maybe not perfect, but good enough. Now within here, there are actually a few options. So if you go ahead and press Y on Xbox or triangle on PS4, you can change all sorts of things. So there is this hide vehicles option. You can actually go ahead and hide the other players. This will get rid of the AI. Say you're surrounded by AI riders, yet you're throwing the baddest whip. You can go ahead and turn this to yes, and it will actually get rid of all of the other riders on the track. So that is pretty handy. The logo just throws the Supercross 3 logo wherever you do want it to go. I usually just keep it off. If I want it on there, I will throw it on myself. And then the format. I usually use it for thumbnails, which is super handy. If you guys wonder how I get my thumbnails, this right here is key. But you can actually do some cool stuff. This is kind of like a cinematic vibe. This one here is like square if you want to post to Instagram or something. But for the most part, I just use this one here. I mean, you can do this in editing by yourself if you do want these effects. Now, speaking of effects, you can actually do some cool things. You can throw a vignette on there, and you can change a few other things as well. So this kind of gives it like an old school vibe. Let's turn this down a little bit, but yeah, this here kind of gives it like an old school vibe, gives it a little bit of a blur, the reds and the blues coming off of the objects and everything, so it is pretty cool. And then if you turn the grain up, this is like Anaheim 1986 vibes up in here, so that's pretty cool. Of course, we can then come over to filters, and all of the effects that we just applied will stay on the photo. And there are a bunch of different filters that you can throw on here to get the perfect shot that you want. You can throw dirt on the lens, and like I said, you can truly create the perfect image. Whatever image you want, whatever vibe you're going for, this right here can get it done. So it is a super handy feature. Right here is the menu if you do want to start messing with the colors on your own. If you want to turn up the saturation or whatever it may be, that's where you can do that. And then we are back to the start. So that is the free camera mode, and it's super handy. It is actually a super handy feature within the game. So that is setup number 1. That is like my blacked out kit. You guys have seen this setup in videos before. I actually remade it here on Xbox. It's usually my PC 250 setup, so it might not be the exact same, but I love this graphics kit, the hint of blue that gets thrown in there, and then you can just go ahead and black out all of the components. It is pretty fresh. Like I said, any gear setup runs with it. If you throw the blue FMF on there, it actually does tie in with those blue accents on the graphics. Pretty good. Overall, a clean kit right there. And with that being said, moving in to the 450s. You guys have seen this kit before. Kit number 2. We got some 7 gear. We are on the Husqvarna. And man, I just love the Husky. They ride so nice in the game. I'm not sure if they are like that in real life or what. I mean, I'm assuming so. They're pretty much just a KTM, am I right? But they are probably my favorite bike within the game. I just love the way they ride. They're smooth. You can hit the big lines. They got the power. I feel like I don't get as sketchy on the Husqvarna 450s, so probably my favorite bike within the game. And I don't know, just kind of the iced out, the white vibe that's going on with this kit, as well as the red 7 on the back of the pants that kind of ties it in with the red components on the bike. It's overall a clean kit in my opinion, and man, like I said, the Husky, nothing beats it. One of my favorite bikes within the game. It always has been since the first Supercross game. I just find they're smooth, they're reliable. It really is probably just mindset, but man, I find I ride my best when on a good old Husky. So I should probably ride this bike more, man. It just feels so good. It really does. It just rides good. It can take the whoops, good cornering, good stability. Like, man, I'm not getting sketchy. I am actually flowing here in Atlanta. Let's try and hit one full lap. One full lap on this setup. And in this corner, double to here. Could probably go for the quad, but I don't think it's worth risking a mistake. Should I go for the big line? I'm not gonna have the drive, so let's try and get a good scrub through here. You can hit some gnarly lines through there. Triple into that section, then kind of double into the face of the Supercross triple, and you still make the goon moments, man. The goon moments. So taking an up close and personal look at this setup here, guys, we are rocking the white Bell helmet. It's pretty much a white setup with red and black accents. The black Oakleys with the white lettering and the red lens fit the setup perfectly. And then we got some mainly white 7 gear with black accents. And then the all white Garnet SG12s. I feel like the red on the back of the 7 pants right there, look at that booty, man. Oh, ties the gear into the bike. The bike is pretty much white with black and red accents. You can see the red hubs down here with black rims, black spokes, all that good stuff. It's a clean setup. One of my favorite setups that I have. Like I said, I'm a simple man. A simple setup makes me happy. And of course, guys, setup number 3, here we go on the Honda. I absolutely love this setup. We got the red vibes going on. The red Fox gear kind of blacked out as well, just like the previous kit. Mainly red with the black accents rather than mainly white with the black accents. So it is pretty fresh if we kind of pause and take a closer look. Let's do this before the setup gets way too dirty, you know? Of course, on the Honda, I love the Honda. It is one of my favorite bikes, as well as the Husky and the Fox gear. I am a Fox fanboy. I love this Fox gear. Kind of wish I had it in real life. It's mainly red with a little bit of black, a little bit of white, and I find like that suits the bike. Of course, the black instincts with the white accent, as well as the blacked out Bell Moto 9, and some pretty clean 100% goggles. So overall, this is definitely one of my favorite setups, especially when I'm going for more of a colorful feel. You don't get a lot of color out of your boy Goonzig, but red is definitely a vibe. The Honda itself is a really fast bike. I just feel like I don't have the best control over the bike. It wants to kind of jump around and do its own thing, especially on a track like, say, San Diego with big old whoops. Yeah, this bike, it does not do me well. On this track, the sand section could be kind of a threat. Nah, seems pretty good, man. Seems pretty good. Maybe it's just mindset. It's probably just mindset, but for the most part, like I said, this is definitely the setup I go for when I want a little bit of color more than just black and white. I gotta show the Honda some love, man. It's got me feeling like Ken Roxon out here on the track. So let's go. Let's see if we can hit one good lap on the Honda. Keep that flow alive. Can I quad here? Where can I bust out a quad? That rhythm, there's definitely a big line that is doable. I think I gotta do it earlier in the section. But for the most part, I think these are probably my 3 favorite setups within the game. I've said it a few times, but I'm a simple man. You don't need any crazy colors or anything like that to make me happy. I just like simple, clean gear, not too much going on. I don't want my gear to like hurt my eyes when I see pictures of myself, you know? So like I said earlier, let me know in the comments below if you guys do have any favorite setups that you run, any presets that you run every time you play Supercross 3, or are you always hopping in and changing your gear sets? Let me know in the comments below. I think that's where I am going to end this video. It's been kind of a different video, but it's been fun, man. I need to make some more presets, and maybe there will be an episode 2 with more of my favorite setups, because if I spent some time, I feel like I could come up with some creative stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go down there, smash that thumbs up button for me. We are on the road to 19,000 subscribers. Click that subscribe button if you are new around here. Go check out the vlogs. They're always linked in the description. And that's it. That's all. Peace out.